Lenny Cooper is not your typical country cowboy hat act. He's enjoyed a different lifestyle growing up in North Carolina and posted his first video about his favorite pastime of mud bogging online. That video has gone viral, and he's now seen firsthand that he's not the only one that enjoys getting dirty. His new album and video, Mud Dynasty, was released earlier this month on Average Joe's, so Kelly Lynn caught up with him to hear about the new music.
Hello, this is a fun interview. As you see, I have a mudslide in my hand, and I'm talking to Lenny Cooper here at Salsa, and we're talking about Mud Dynasty. Now what an interesting artist. I'm so excited to finally meet you because something pretty viral happened, and fans basically started tweeting into Colt Ford. I mean, how did all of this happen? Because you set out not as a country music artist, doing something else.
Yeah, I made a song a while back. You know, I was probably 17, and we was all in the Walmart parking lot, and a lot of friends of mine knew I liked to write music. So I made a song, made 5 CDs, and I actually tagged Colt Ford in a YouTube video, and before you know it, he was getting people asking him at every show about, hey, play the song Mud there. He's like, I don't do that song and all that. So he finally found me, ran me down, and he's like, we got to do something with this because it's going viral. I mean, it had over 2 million views within 4 months. I mean, it was...
Wow, what a story. So it's called Mud Digger, and you basically tell the folks about Mud Digger and what, I mean, you wrote the song about something you guys do down where you live? Yeah,
I mean, I wrote it about what we do, you know, around our town. I mean, that's all we have. We have nothing else to really do, you know, no places to go, so all we can do is go and get in our trucks and go tear stuff up, you know, hit the mud.
So if it doesn't rain, what do y'all do?
Well, we have done this before. We put a tarp in the back of a truck and filled it up with water and take it down to the mud hole.
Wow.
To fill it up.
So this is serious. I mean, there is a whole market of this, people. This is amazing to me. And so your CD is called Mud Dynasty. So, I mean, we have Duck Dynasty, which obviously is huge. And this is about taking your truck and going playing in the mud.
Yeah, and like I said, this whole new album, it's about my life and what, you know, other people can relate to. So I mean, I try to write music where everyone can relate to it, so they, you know, and they just love it. Like I said, we've been performing it for the past month now, and every new song we do, people just can't wait to get it. I mean,
and there's a video out. Well, you actually had the Mud Digger video. Tell us about that video, and then I think you've recently just shot a new one for Mud Dynasty, right?
Yeah, we put the Mud Digger video out. We just did it with pictures, but we did shoot a Big Tires video, and we put out, and it's currently got 1.5 million views right now. And we just currently shot Mud Dynasty. It's awesome. Like I said, it's nothing that hasn't been done yet. We've been doing stuff with like remaking Scarface and stuff like that.
Oh,
so I'm in a suit, you know, with cut off sleeves and stuff. So it's crazy.
Jack 'em up, we rarely get stuck. Sling mud to the dipper. Out of this galaxy, the story of my life, I call it Mud Dynasty.
Tell me about the day that Colt Ford finally connected with you and what you were thinking, because I'm sure you probably were a fan of his music and you knew of him, and then to, obviously because you tagged him, and then to hear, you know, hey, what did he say and what did you react with?
He was actually playing 10 minutes from my house at a mud bog that I was at, and I found out he was there. I was like, oh my God, you know, Colt's here. And he actually had someone come get me. He had someone come find me out in the crowd and took me backstage and all that. Colt met me. He's like, man, he's like, this song is phenomenal. He's like, we got to get something done with it. So he's like, give me a couple months, and he's like, we're going to make something happen. And before you know it, here I am now.
Now it's time for our weekly songwriter tip. This week we sit down with Jimmy Yeary as he talks about becoming a better songwriter by keeping your mind sharp.
I read because I find that when you read, you have to really focus. For me anyway, I can be a little ADD, and I think a lot of songwriters are. And when I read, there's a great deal of focus that has to happen when reading, and concentration and memory. You have to remember what you just read to associate it with what you are about to read, and that I find that to be very beneficial and a great tool to keep the brain sharp.
For more information about the craft of songwriting, check out NashvilleSongwriters.com. That's about all the time we have for this week's show, but don't forget those new discs we have up for grabs from the Mud Digger King. Enter this week's drawing online only at InsideMusicRow.com. Make sure to check us out on Facebook too. We'll leave you this week with that new video from Lenny Cooper. Here is Mud Dynasty. Don't miss us next week when we hook up with Billy Ray Cyrus. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.